Hey everybody, it's E3 2009. I've got Chet Faliszek from Valve, and we're talking a little Left 4 Dead 2. That's right, Left 4 Dead 2, as the sign says behind us. So Chet, you guys kind of took everybody by surprise. I don't know if anybody was expecting a sequel so quickly.
Yeah, it may have come as a surprise. We've been able to keep a secret a little bit better than maybe our spy video and get it out to people. But we've been working on it since January, and we're really excited about it. One of the reasons why we're coming out with a sequel now is the team's a lot of work at Valve. We're a lot of work on whatever we want, and the team for Left 4 Dead 1 was really excited. After we shipped Left 4 Dead 1, we started playing with the community, started getting feedback, started talking with the community, started talking among ourselves, and just realized, you know what, we want to do something even more, something big, cohesive unit. And so now we're going down to the Deep South with Left 4 Dead 2.
Let's talk about that setting, the Deep South. What sorts of environments geographically are the characters going to run through?
Well, so we start in Savannah, and it's actually Savannah before the infection hits. So it's a clean city. They're not dug in. We've got some CETA posters up. They're thinking washing your hands will stop this infection from spreading. It's not really going to work. And we go through the Deep South. We go through some swamps. We go through some back roads, some other locations we're not talking about yet. We end up in New Orleans. And actually what we're playing today at the demo at E3 is we're playing through New Orleans. We're actually playing the first two maps. And what we're trying to do there is we're trying to get across the bridge and to get to Salvation by getting onto some cruise ships.
So all the gunfire going on behind me is reminding me I should probably ask you about the guns in the game. What sorts of new weaponry do you have in there? It looks like there's some melee weapons too.
Yeah, so not only do we have new guns, we just don't have replacements for the old guns. We have like a whole ton of different auto shotguns you can pick up, or assault rifles, or all different kind of weapons. But also we have melee weapons. And so today at E3 we're showing you the axe, the baseball bat, and my favorite, the frying pan. And those let you really mix up the gameplay, and they each have their own different little characteristic of how they work better, like the axe. We're actually in New Orleans today. It's daylight, so it's during the day. The witch is up and wandering around. You find one of those axes, you can plant it in the back of her head, she's dead.
I'll be looking forward to it. Are there any other sorts of gameplay tweaks or changes that you guys have put in there?
Yeah, so if you think about it, the team all plays Left 4 Dead. We play with the community, we read the forums, we get all this feedback. And it's kind of like people who love Left 4 Dead adding all the features that they've always wanted to see. So we have things like, today we're showing the example of incendiary ammo. It's a temporary thing. You put it in your clip, and also all the bullets you shoot out of there set everything on fire. If you think about how great that is then with the tank, easy to set the tank on fire, not trying to throw the Molotov and miss. We have a whole bunch of stuff like that. We've tweaked the director then to work with that as well. So we have things like weather events that happen that the director's under control. The director changes up the pathing. And the director's just smarter about what it spawns. Now that we have more creatures, so today we're showing the Charger, which is this great big guy, rushes down, knocks everybody down, and grabs the last guy and just starts pounding him into the ground. Well, that's great against people who are deciding to camp up and hold up in a corner. And so the director goes, hey, this is how you're playing? Well, here, I'm going to send a Charger at you. Now see how you do.
Now, who are those uncommon common that you were telling me about a minute ago?
So every campaign has their own version of the uncommon common, at least one. And in New Orleans, what we're seeing is some of the CETA workers are in hazmat suits. And the hazmat suit really didn't work for them stopping the infection, but it is fireproof. So if you're going to throw a Molotov down, it's not going to work against those guys.
Actually, let's talk about how many different campaigns are in the game altogether.
So we're going with 5 campaigns, not 4 like the last one. So it's 5 campaigns, and they're all going to be at release in Versus, survival mode, co-op mode, and a whole new multiplayer mode that we're not talking about today.
All right, Chet. Well, I'm definitely eager to see a little bit more of Left 4 Dead 2 as it sort of more coverage rolls around. So before I let you go, though, what can you tell me about the release, specifically the platforms it'll be available on and the release date?
So November 17th, 2009, it'll be available for PC and exclusively on the 360 for the consoles.
All right, Chet, thank you very much. That'll do it on Left 4 Dead 2 from E3 2009, but stay tuned for more coverage in the very near future.
Baby, they gonna wish you had.